you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Outside.
You're outside. And as you're outside barefoot, you're looking at your landscape. Describe to me what you sense is there. Are you by a beach or surrounded by trees or a town? What do you imagine is there?
Gentle hills.
In the gentle hills.
Oh, sorry.
Is it daytime or is it nighttime where you are?
Daytime.
It's daytime. And do you feel that you're alone there? Yeah?
I think so.
And I want you to look down at what you're wearing now and describe to me what you're wearing.
This is me going to say, well, I feel that it's rather ridiculously a Roman soldier outfit, kit.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably a skirt type thing. Don't gesticulate.
Yeah, and I want you now to connect with that Roman soldier. And as you connect with him, you're connecting telepathically. You'll have an idea of how old this soldier is. What's the first number that comes to mind?
40.
He's 40 years old. And I want you to connect with his mind again. To ask his name. The first impression.
Peter.
Peter. So this is a past life as Peter, as a Roman soldier. So Peter, can you tell me what year it is there where you are?
I could say 1800, but that's possibly not Roman.
It doesn't matter, it's the first impression that comes to mind. And as you're walking around these hills, roaming around, you say you're on your own. So where's the rest of the army? Where do you feel that they are?
In a town. They've gone to, not to attack the town, just to walk around and see what they've got, I think.
So you're just walking around the hills on your own there, Peter?
Yes.
And as you're walking around these hills, you're going to be able to know what country that you're in at this time, Peter.
I'd say Scotland.
You're in Scotland. And what is it that you're doing in Scotland there, Peter?
Keeping the Scottish people under control. I think. That doesn't make sense, does it?
It doesn't matter if it makes sense.
Okay.
To everybody it makes sense. It will make sense to you in the end. And Peter, can you tell me, do you have any family in that life?
Oh, I'd like to think yes, I do.
And where are your family?
In the nearest Roman
Camp?
That'll do. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. So you have a wife?
Yeah.
And do you have any children, Peter?
Yes. A little girl.
You have a little girl. What did you call that girl?
Daphne.
Daphne. How wonderful. How old is Daphne?
12.
She's 12 years old. And what did you call your wife? What's her name?
Nothing's leaping to mind.
So what I want you to do, Peter, is I want you to imagine the image of your wife there now, and I want you to be able to see her smile and her love for you. And I want you to look into her eyes and tell me, what colour are her eyes?
Brown.
They're brown. And as you look into these beautiful brown eyes, and the eyes being the windows to the soul, I want you to deeply connect with those eyes and go into those eyes and see the soul and tell me, is that soul in your life today? Or has it been?
Don't think so.
And now I want you to look into the eyes of Daphne. How do you feel about Daphne?
Well, she's beautiful.
And as you look into Daphne's eyes and spiritually connect with her soul, mind to mind, soul to soul, is she in your life today?
Yes.
Do you know whereabouts?
No.
So let's continue on our journey now. You're in Scotland in the 1800s, Peter. And tell me, are you just a foot soldier?
No.
Or what are you?
Somewhere in the higher echelons of...
You're higher ranking.
Yes.
And are you enjoying your job?
Yes.
So what I want to do now, Peter, is I want to close that scene just as if we were flicking the switch of a remote control. So I want you to close